Good evening and thank you for joining me here. I'm Amber-Spradley. Tonight, one person is dead following a multiple vehicle crash on Highway 49. This happened near McDaniel's General Merchandise store in McHenry. The New Orleans Saints hosted the New York Giants on Sunday. We'll take you inside this locker room. The Powerball jackpot is now at $760 million. It's the year's final drawing. Following almost 3 months of airstrikes on Gaza, the White House is now passing an additional military aid package. Despite today's ongoing rain, it was not quite wet enough to save one Biloxi home from burning. This is video of the smoke pouring from the home around 2 this afternoon. I spoke to homeowner Noelia Ramirez just moments ago. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas Eve if you celebrate. Thank you for being here with us. I'm Amber-Spradley. It was one rainy day here on the coast, but it could get worse before it clears out. We're starting off with meteorologist Eric Johnson for the latest. For many, they're already thinking ahead to the 2024 election. I'm Amber-Spradley. New this evening, a Wiggins man is dead after a shooting around 8 o'clock this morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Taylor Graham for the latest. Great news for foodies and fans of the Food Network. A show called The Great Food Truck Race is filming in Biloxi. Hosted by Tyler Florence, food truck teams will compete for a $50,000 prize. With Valentine's Day right around the corner, we're testing out a product, the biggest moments of the year in retrospect. We'll be right back. We're back, and on the final stretch of the days left in 2023, Ocean Springs was covered with beads from all angles. Today, the crew held its 13th annual Tom Wall Classic. The event benefits the Trident Foundation. The foundation is known for helping nonprofits on the coast. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas at airports across the nation. Andres Fuentes joins us live from the newsroom. Happy Father's Day. We are learning right now that it is your birthday.
It is, yeah, it is.
I didn't know that. Let's send it over to meteorologist Taylor Graham for a look at our forecast. 26 people dead, dozens injured, and parts of our state now in recovery mode. Millions, including South Mississippians, are under the threat of severe weather. 60 million people from Colorado to Florida are facing severe weather. Let's take a look. This is video of a car getting pelted by hail. This is in Agricola, that's George County. You can see the ice bouncing off the ground. We begin with a deadly wreck in Ocean Springs. Jacoby Rivers joins us live from the scene with the latest. Jacoby, what are you learning out there? We're learning more about a deadly crash today in Ocean Springs. Jackson County Deputy Coroner James Prysock tells us 24-year-old Hunter Guy from Ocean Springs died. Authorities say Guy was driving a motorcycle eastbound on Highway 90 when a westbound truck turned in front of Guy, causing the crash. While most of the morning storms missed us, we're not quite out of the woods yet here in South Mississippi. Our meteorologist Eric Johnson is still tracking severe storms. Several travelers told us they chose to drive to the coast this weekend due to the buildup of flight delays and cancellations happening around the country. That was an impressive shot from the grass.
Yeah, Amber, it was a wild day.
What a sweep that was for Southern Miss.
Southern Miss got the job done.
People were not the only ones out enjoying Mardi Gras today. Hundreds of dogs and their owners made up Biloxi's annual Paw Raid. They're expected to arrive in Las Vegas tonight as Sin City gets ready to host Super Bowl 58. Another round of airstrikes overnight in the Middle East, this time a joint mission. Still ahead, the St. Stanislaus football team has a new head coach. We'll tell you who's taking over the program. Today would have been Rosa Parks' 111th birthday. A woman from Atlanta who was on that bus. If approved, it would give the federal government the power to significantly restrict illegal migrant crossings at the U.S.-Mexico border, dramatically changing immigration law for the first time in decades. The January 6th assault. John Decker in D.C. Who could have possibly leaked this? This all happened around 10 this morning when the 9-year-old boy was attempting to cross the highway here. We're near Porter Avenue. When remembering Annie Devine, her loved ones say she was known to be soft-spoken and humble. But one thing she was not quiet about was fighting for equality. She's helping children all over the world. Here's Jacoby Rivers with more. 100 years ago, St. Augustine Seminary was founded in Bay St. Louis. A trio of students at the University of Wisconsin-Madison made history by forming the first all-female sports broadcast. Today, the University of Southern Mississippi raised thousands of dollars through its annual suicide prevention walk. Thank you so much for tuning us in. I'm Amber-Spradley. Luckily, everyone is okay right now after a vehicle crashes into a restaurant open for dinner. This is video of the scene just moments ago. Police say only the 2 drivers are facing minor injuries. El Saltillo employees telling us on scene it was rush hour for the business when the car busted through the building. Now to a WLOX exclusive. Tonight, a story of hope and recovery out of Bay St. Louis. While not everyone made it out alive, Lauren survived to tell her story.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've told him thank you like a million times.
This bond formed during one of the most traumatic moments, but one also made to last. Sierra Smith and Haley Stamper did not make it home from that prom party. The alleged shooter is now behind bars, 19-year-old Cameron Brand. Thousands of people packed the downtown streets of Ocean Springs for the first day of the Peter Anderson Arts and Crafts Festival. I was one among the thousands myself, and you'll never guess who I ran into. That's Peter Anderson's daughter, Marjorie Ashley. One Gulfport resident is making strides in education and her Gulf Coast community proud.
We didn't really have any sort of prep.
Jessica Shelley finds herself on the Forbes 2024 30 Under 30 list. The annual holiday gift show bringing hundreds of vendors together for 3 days straight. Ron Myers is celebrating 40 years of Christmas City at the Coast Coliseum, revealing an all-new historical marker on the ground. One significant part of Gulfport's past is now permanently etched. Dazzling under the sky in Gulfport tonight, the Mississippi Aquarium went all out for its annual fundraiser. Happy Father's Day to all our dads and loving father figures out there watching. We popped in at Bacchus on the beach in Pass Christian this evening to see so many families out celebrating, and not even a man's best friend gets left out this Father's Day. A WLOX exclusive, a Gaucher woman's story. To Wilda Marshall, her children came first, putting them through school before she ever took the chance. She was told as a transgender student and biological male, she must adhere to the boys' dress code for graduation. As for LB, she says she'll never stop fighting for what she feels is right. After 6 weeks of competitions, it all comes down to this. The winner taking home the grand prize of $250,000. The Biloxi Town Green was packed for the city's annual Fall Foam Festival. The foam area quickly turned to a mud pile.
It's muddy. It's a lot of muddy.
We're taking a closer look at where they came from and what they've been through. Dozens of Kemp's Ridley sea turtles are being nursed back to health, all both critically endangered and critically ill.